Right, everybody, welcome back to the Eagles. Today's a big episode. We are changing tactic. I've become frustrated with win, lose, win, lose. We're kind of just treading water again. People have mentioned, why don't we go to the 4-3-3, the famous tactic from sort of like the 1974 World Cup. We're talking Cruyff. I've actually done a video on it, link down in the description. It is an FM22 tactic. However, I've transformed it into FM23. I've put it into FM23. We've not played with it yet. We have got a squad that suits it. We're going to be playing with a trequartista up front as well, because that was the Johan Cruyff role. Maybe Neymar can do that role for us to the end of the season. All right, guys, we're going to find out how it works in FM23. It's a big day. It is Besiktas at home. A win will see us qualify for the knockout stages of the Europa League. It's absolutely huge for the football club. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. So here we are, the 4-3-3. It looks a little bit like that. Now, I said I will leave a link down in the description to the original video. I have changed a couple of the roles. I've taken a complete wing back off that left-hand side. I've changed the DM to an anchor just to give us a little bit of support in there. We've swapped the wings over. It was a winger that side and an inside forward that side. I can't remember the players that played in these positions. It's been a while since I covered the video. One of them was an absolute beauty. He played most of his football in Belgium. I can't remember who it was. There was Repu on the right side, and then there was Ransom Brink, who I think was the guy that generally played in Belgium a lot of his football. So we've swapped them two over just to help with our balance, because we have made a signing. We have made a signing in Reiss Nelson. He has come in. He's going to give us another attacking option. Really good attribute-wise, 15 dribbling, 15 pace, decent crossing, decent technique, decent physicals, really good player. He can't play in the Besiktas game because he is obviously unregistered. We can't register the rest of them. Him, Neymar and Raskin, who apparently is playing for Rangers at the moment. A couple of lads put in the comments last episode. The situation at the moment, Eredivisie, we are in 12th. We've done okay. There's a lot more greens, but still some reds. We're just not performing very well. We've been absolutely done by Porto as well in the game, which, look, we kind of expect. Our squad is nowhere near at the level of a Porto. The only thing that it does change for us is that we can't really play, Sidney Van Hooijdonk is not going to really be able to play as a trequartista. Is he? Oh, he says he can a little bit. That's fine. I'm also thinking Recep Gunez, our young wonder kid. Where is he? I think he could play as a trequartista as well. No problem. So we've got options in there. It'd be just nice to see Neymar. I'm thinking with my heart rather than my head, trying to get something out of Neymar. Let's have a look at the group. It's absolutely smashing down outside. Let's just have a little look at how the Europa League group is looking. So there we go. We're in 25th. 24th gets us into that last kind of 32 knockout round. A win against Besiktas, who were below us at home, should be enough. So they're only going to have a matter of a couple of days training with it. It does help our central midfield out as well. I think a Mouvier or Collard will appreciate that central midfield. I'm not quite sure we're going to play as an anchor. I think Raskin will actually be really good. Transfer-wise, last episode, we've brought in Raskin. We've now brought in Reiss Nelson. We've said goodbye to Troy Parrott at the start of the month. We said bye to Dupont. We said goodbye to Huberson. We're potentially going to say goodbye to Torreira because he's causing a little bit of a problem. He's a little bit of a nightmare. However, I suppose he is outspoken, volatile and confrontational. He's whinging about how I did a team talk once. He's okay, but his transfer value is huge. So I'm waiting, do we cash in on that? No, Adnan Hag, I'm not going to do that. He's a backup striker for us. He could probably do to be going out somewhere because he's causing me problems. I am going to maybe potentially just transfer list him and see what comes up. Let's transfer list him now. Can he do trequartista? I don't think he can. Once he sees technicals are not great, let's just offer him out. Make a little bit of money on him. I said we've got a nice little bank balance. What I have done as well, I forgot to say, we've started to really look at how we're developing our own players a little bit as well. We've kind of left that off from the start of season 1 basically. So at the moment we're 8 for training facilities, 10 for youth facilities, 10 for junior coaching, 10 for youth recruitment. We have changed that considerably. We've got at the end of this season, training facilities improved, youth facilities improved, and I think they've already given us a better improvement in terms of youth recruitment. We could do with that, Steen. Good. What is our youth? What the class in our youth recruitment has been? 10. I imagine that was probably 8 before. We want to get these up now. We want to get these up into and we need to get them up into like the 15s. I think that's what we're going to really focus on, because budget-wise, we're still not being able to sign big players. We've got decent money in the bank. We've got 7 million in there. We'll have some more Europa League money to hopefully come. Nice transfer budget as well, and we can transfer money over. We've got a 60%. When it goes up to, look, 100% of transfer revenue is made until thereafter, this will be 60%. So we don't need to keep selling because we're not going to be given that money. So I'd rather reinvest it into sort of like the infrastructure of the club. Right, let's go and play this game against Besiktas. Okay, so we have had 8 bids come in for Torreira. I'm quite happy just that he's worth a lot of money though, isn't he? He's worth more than that. I think the board won't let us with them anyway. But it just shows the easy interest. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk that I think we can get more. It'd be nice if we can, obviously there's clubs available in different countries as well, which always helps. But I think what we will do is offer it out. It says he's worth, can we get 10 million for him? Even if it's over a few seasons, can we get 10 million? And now he wants to have a little chat. So he wants to go for 10.75. If we can get 10.75 for Torreira, no problem. We did spend, 2 million pounds on him. This is a player for the future. I have got my eye on a couple of other players. Now this could also go horribly wrong. Going into a new tactic, being quite open. But I think it's the way we need to go. I think you guys who have been following the series will appreciate the 4-3-3, the Dutch way of playing things, in particular from the 1974 World Cup. So I'm glad I kind of put that tactic together. Obviously the Rinus Michels tactic. I have got him and Cruyff in, so like the intro to the video. Right. Let's see how we can put a team together. Match day. So, sweeper keeper, we are still going to go Ted Kurd. Wing back on support. We've got a bit of an issue. We've got a big issue. Bajacic is injured. What's up with Bajacic? Pulled calf. This is not the start we wanted. Okay, so Bars is going to have to play at right back. Not the start we wanted. Scholl has been our best centre-half this season. He can play alongside... Oh, dear. Best of a bad bunch here. We'll go in Duca Jr. as a stopper as well. We're aggressive. This looks like a very aggressive tactic. Vinloff as left wing back. Anchorman. Bajacic would actually be really good at that role. He would actually be superb. But we'll go Fabian. And then roaming playmaker. We're going to go Mouvier. With central midfielder on attack. We're going to go Collard. Winger, Nelson. Oh, we can't play Nelson, can we? Bugger. Right. Okay. Gunes is injured as well. I think Darami needs to be an inverted... Oh, dear me. Let's go Darami as an inside forward on the left-hand side. Let's just go Berghaus on that right-hand side, winger on attack. And then Trequartista, let's just go Van Hooijdonk to start. It says he could do it. Oh, there's a lot of things in there have just appeared. Never mind. Bit of an injury crisis. Few players unregistered as well. Hopefully, Collard, Fabian are not fully fit. There's going to have to be some changes made, I think, in this game. The Saturday, Thursday sort of like routine has definitely caught up with us. Right, pray to the FM gods that we could get something out of today's game. I think it needs to be a win. I think if it's not a win, we won't qualify. The music. Probably maybe for the last time this season. Besiktas, Lammers, Redmond still there. Yeah. They're going to have a stronger squad than us. I'm surprised they're that low down in the league. Obviously, our thing was to be more competitive. Right, free kick, Besiktas. I don't even think it's offside. Vestergaard scored, set piece, a straight set piece as well. I'm kind of on the opinion that really shouldn't have looped in from there. I'm pretty sure it's a goal. It is a goal. We're 1-0 down within the first minute of the game. Vestergaard... He didn't even jump, did he, Bars? He's leaving on a free transfer. He don't want to be here. So we'll see how that affects us. A win will be enough. Point probably is not enough. Let's see how we shape up. It's a risk. It is a risk, but we'll only draw someone bloody like Arsenal in the next round anyway. So I think we need to think long-term with this same as Van Hooijdonk is in. We've equalised. Berghaus to Van Hooijdonk. Less than 10 minutes. We've equalised. But what I'm thinking is this save is long-term. We're always trying to think long-term with it. And I think with the signings of Neymar and Berghaus, we've come a little bit short term, so we need to flip it back on its head with this save and think long term. And we said ideally that one of my main things was I did want to have a trequartista up front. I did want to play the proper kind of Johan Cruyff, get that similar sort of like role in there. So we'll go with it now. So we have got players that can do it short term and maybe even long term with Gunes. Van Hooydonk's obviously going to be quite clever at moving into positions. We've played really well there. We've played really well. Durami is in. Oh, he should have gone the other way.
Chicken dinner, macaroni. Yeah? Okay.
I'm gorgeous. Poorly. He's poorly, apparently. Right. Come on. Positive. It's been good. That set piece. We've settled. We're dominating games. We're going to dominate the ball again as well, boys, aren't we? Get your flag down. Get your hand down, referee. That is absolutely fine. Yes. Get in. 2-1, boys. 20 minutes. We've turned it around. I think 2 assists for Berghaus, as well. So obviously he's not quick. He's 35, but obviously he's got the technical abilities just to play crosses, play clever passes. He's there helping out. And Duca. Mouvier. Durami. Van Hooijdonk. Might have to do an updated version of this. So we do want that anchor. I think that anchor's important. There he is, the anchor. We didn't just be wary as well with the update, boys. These positions that you're expecting to be quite defensive are kind of how they've changed the match engine in terms of counter attacks is making players like your anchor man, like your inverted wing backs on defend, like I had in my Everton save, are really pushing far forward. So just be aware of what they're doing. You might need to even drop players back to an anchor man. Your sitting midfielders, your deep line playmakers may just get a little bit too far forward. So what I've actually been doing is watching a lot of games on 2D, just so I can get a little bit of an overview of particular players that we need to look at when we're attacking. Are they in good sort of like rest defence positions? Just so that if there's a counter-attack, a transition, turnover, whatever, we're in a position where we can just defend a little bit better. So we'll keep our eye on Fabian. Half-back's a good option maybe as well. Berghaus is in. Good effort. Are we still going? Collard. We are. Durami. Keeper saves. Okay, this is good. We're going to have to give him a praise. We're low on confidence, I think. Berghaus. Set piece. No. Safe. Good catch from the goalkeeper. Safe as houses, we call it. Oh, Bigling goes long. We win. We do. Scholl. Mouvier, Collard, that little space in between the defenders and the midfielders. Van Hooijdonk is in. Van Hooijdonk puts it in. Get your flag down. I think we're fine. Oh, boys, what have we? By the way, I'm gonna thank somebody. Cal Neil Lisboa Souza 19 hours ago commented about the tactic, and I thought that tactic, will it work? Let's go and try it. And are we getting too excited? Van Hooijdonk has done exceptionally well. I feel like I can't play Neymar. Neymar's going at the end of the season anyway, so he sold some shirts. He can be a backup, can't he? Especially if we're going to be in the later stages, if we've got the cup in a couple of weeks as well. But we're absolutely dominating. Fabian nearly made it 4. What a first 35 minutes we've had. We're up in 22nd. We're 23rd. We're 23rd, so we're still hanging on. We're 20th. That's good. That's good. I think a win will get us through. Absolutely dominated. They've had 2 shots, boys. 1 on target. That header from about 8 foot Vestergaard. What is he? Nearly 6'6". All we can do is praise. Very important, I think. Morale. In real life terms, I'm not how important it is in FM, but we've had a really off after like the highs of last year and doing so well to the lows have been really inconsistent this year, having that horrendous start to the season against those big sides. And we've absolutely taken control of this game. We're going to do a little couple of changes. I was wary of maybe the 2 central midfields. I think we're struggling physical-wise. So we'll do a couple of changes in there if we can. Durami takes over. Fabian sweeps one out to Lindelof. That's my full-back, really high. Mouvier. Lindelof. Van Hooijdonk, I think he might be offside this time. He puts it in, lovely. The goal is going to stand. What a finish. That is just to lift it. And it is 4-1. Right, let's do some changes. So it's Collard and Mouvier. So let's go Denny Demoulin, someone who I don't play at all. It just doesn't... isn't able to feature, but he has got a few nice, his touch and dribbling's quite nice, mentals are quite nice, kind of a nice, clever player. And then we're just going to go and Niek de Jong. I promise you boys as well, I've literally searched through all of the Dutch youth teams to try and find some players. I have potentially got a striker that's going to come. He's not the most technical, he's more of a proper out-and-out number 9, but he's transfer listed and he's quite cheap from Heerenveen. So I think I might get him, just so it's another Dutch player in the door, especially if Terrega's going. We've lost good Hermosen, the Ivory Coast player as well, who's gone to Porto, so it makes sense to try and get another striker in. And obviously with the Trequartista as an advanced, as sort of like the number 9, we're not asking him really to drop in. He will drop in, so his hold-up play needs to be good. But he is still, it's more the movement I think we're after. Oh, Drami hits the bar. Right, let's get Fabian off. Let's get a youngster on, Felix de Kock, who was rated as one of our top performing youngsters and want to be one of our best generational talents, but is just quite not kicked on in the 18s in the reserves. But I've got him in the squad just to give us a bit of bulk. Right, we don't want a 4-2, do we? We're 20th, boys, so we're going to be qualifying. There you go, 22 shots, 9 on target, 66% possession against a Besiktas side who will have far bigger budget than us. Let's see what that does. We should have some little bit of money, maybe. Money. $500,000 for the win against Besiktas. And then we've been given a share of 142 grand. Is there a draw? Do you want to see the draw? Oh, it's on the Tuesday. It's on the Tuesday. It's after the weekend, so I can't show you it. Okay, so we'll find out on... So the videos for this series are going to kick on now. We're looking at videos Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, 7:15. All right, so on Thursday you will find out our opponents. We might even do... How far is it into the future? Yeah, we're there. I think we'll do it. First leg. We'll maybe do double header, a Europa League knockout for next episode on Thursday night. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Smash a like on today's video. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Playing football the total football way. Cheers, guys. Take care. See you later.